Be the change. Be the change. An encouragement. And for myself, a daily or almost daily reminder to keep doing the inner work and to keep improving my life by doing the inner work. So I want to encourage you to do the same, simply because it is the only way that you're going to be able to optimize this life on planet Earth. Let's see how you show up today. So we're going to pull some cards and see how are you showing up today. Spiritual infusion. Let's see what we got. Nine of Swords, mind, body, and soul. So yeah, we kind of, I think sometimes for me at least, I felt like just one lump of confusion or whatever. Then I had to distinguish like between, I have a mind, my thinking mind, I have my body, my physical vessel, where my soul gets to reside throughout this life on planet Earth. And so we have the mind, we have the body, and the soul. Queen of Pentacles and Judgment. Awakening, the soul is so perfect. Oh my gosh. Okay, so perfect. Nine of Swords, the mind. Fear, the mind. The mind conjures up so many things in our thinking mind. Like restlessness, not finding peace in the moment. You just feel restless. You can't sit still. It's always something, and there's always something going on. And then you have to reach out to someone, or you have to talk to this person. You have to go there, or you got to do this, or got to do that. And it's just to try and ease your mind a little bit. And then ends up being just stressful and running around, being stressed out, or not quite finding that inner peace, or not quite finding that stillness of mind, or any of that. So this can also be like your anxieties, nightmares, because what you are consumed by during the day will also kind of show up during your nighttime when you sleep, when your subconscious is talking to you. So this can also be that you don't take action on the things that you want to do, or it can be like worrying about what's next, worrying about, am I doing the right thing, worrying about, am I doing too little, am I doing too much, am I speaking too much, am I speaking too little, am I, all these worries that we have. And then it can be like feeling helpless. I don't have any say in this situation, so how am I going to do anything about it? So Nine of Swords, all of that stuff is, it might be going stuff around you, that's true, but 90% of that stuff with the Nine of Swords is because of all the thoughts that is constantly flowing through our minds, consuming us. Queen of Pentacles, body. So the body, homemaker, balancing yourself physically on this planet Earth. Practical, being organized. Organized in like your physical self, like organized. How can you organize yourself physically? Well, you can organize some time to work out. You can organize some time to rest. You can organize some time to eat healthy and lean and organic food. You can organize yourself in a way that you are not overloading yourself, not doing too many things, so it creates anxiety and worries that you're not going to be able to do it. You can be grounded in a way that takes you out of your mind. So basically, if you ground yourself, I use a lot of incense, and incense is for me a grounding thing because I smell it and it reminds me to be in the space that I'm in. In the space, you can be outside in nature, feel the wind in your hair, feel the touching in the toes, or whatever, walking bare feet, or being with the elements to ground yourself, to be present in the moment, in your physical body. Not allowing the mind to take over and to trip you into overdrive with the mind. Judgment in the awakening part is so beautiful. It is so beautiful and so perfect. This is an ascension. This is like a rebirth. Once you realize that 99.9% of all the troubles you have in your life is because of your thinking mind. Once you realize that, now you can ground yourself into the moment, find your inner stillness, find your inner peace. And by doing that, your awakening, your rebirth will happen. Now you are going to be seeing life in a different way. You are going to experience yourself in a different way, a better way. You are going to be at one with everything on this while you're here on planet Earth. You are going to it's like a resurrection in your own life. It's like resurrecting from, like, awakening from a long ass bad dream that you had, and now you're awakening to, like, whoa, getting out of all those nightmarish thoughts into the present moment where there is peace, quiet, joy. There is a willingness to explore. There is, like, going from the moment, doing whatever presents itself around you that you choose to do, that you want to do. And so someone here is showing up with perhaps the want and the need and the desire is within us all, because our soul wants to grow. So someone showing up with that need is urging. It's probably pulling on your strings, pulling you in ways. And you can find it by grounding yourself and working on what's going on up in the mind. Check it out. What's going on in the mind space? The mind space is saying King of Swords and the Devil and nightmarish. So with these two, the King of Swords here is showing up as someone who is calculated, not connected to their heart space, ruthless, smart. They are a planner. They are authoritative, so they have a sense of, or a position of power. And the Devil, they will present themselves as if they are everything that you dream. They are going to present themselves that they are everything that you want in your life. They are going to be like a little snack pack over there, tempting you, and they're going to use illusions, they're going to use lies, and they're going to be a control freak. Definitely a control freak. And with these characteristics in someone around you, or in if this is in your own, or someone going on in your mind, like something going on in your mind, this can be karmic ties. I'm learning about that. You can have enormous feelings for someone who is not wanting you any good, and it can be very confusing, because you would think that people stirring up such emotions within you, or such things in you, they should be a good fit for you. But that's not necessarily always the case. They can be someone who produces nightmares, restlessness, fear, anxiety. There's no action being taken. They're just playing games. So if you have someone around you who's just playing games, remember that when all of a sudden, if they come in and it feels good, or they're coming in with love bombing or whatever it's called, remember then how you feel and what it makes you feel like in your day-to-day, because you want to protect your peace. Like, you want to work towards grounding yourself, finding your own inner stillness, finding someone who can be on level with you in your groundedness. You don't need anybody stirring up everything that you worked for. So they're not worth it. They're not worth it, and they're not worth thinking about it. And in the physical space, the Queen of Wands, the Queen Pentacles, we got luxurious, realistic, and this is someone realistic and grounded. When you are realistic and grounded, you're going to be able to see what is going on with the people around you, the people that wants to get on in your brain. They want to get in your energy because you're an awakening soul. And so they want to come in and feed off of your good energy, or feed off of your feeling good. So now they feel better too when they're in your energy, because you're doing the work. So you want to be mindful with these people, and to be aware of how they can infiltrate your mind. And you're going to know it by the way you feel in your day-to-day life. If you feel confused, insecure, or all of a sudden you don't know anymore, or they take away your purpose a little bit, this is one of the temptations. Like, you put out there, your soul is out there already in the world, in the wilderness. You are in the wilderness. So how are you going to figure out what is your soul's path, and when are you reeling off from it? So this would be one of the tricks that is going to come at you at some point in your life, that is going to promise you everything, but it holds nothing, and it consumes all of your mind, but it produces nothing in your physical world. Messages, communication. So here is one thing that can distinguish whether this person is just a karmic ties, karmic soulmates. They also apparently exist. So karmic lessons, soul ties. You can know this if there's never any messages coming in, or there is nothing really happening in your grounded in your day-to-day business. Then no communication. There's no positive news, or there's nothing coming in communication with you, then probably this is just something that you have to work out of your mind and be aware that it's there, and then take distance from it. Because communication, if they cannot communicate, they're not being truthful, their intentions are not for you. And so if they cannot communicate with you, then they might not be for you. So look out for the communication. And even if you're not sure if it's a karmic connection or something else, then communicate to them. Then you send some communication to them, and you see if they reply, then they might be interested in getting to know you. If they do not reply, then probably they're not interested in going any deeper. They just want to feed off of you. So there's a big difference. And this is one way that you can check with yourself to see what's going on with it. And the Eight of Wands is here to remind us that, yeah, if they truly were that intensely interesting or intensely good for us that we might think sometimes, then they would come in with communication. It would be some kind of reciprocity. What's it called? So Seven of Pentacles, long-term investment, hard work. So this is good, like investing in yourself, investing in your own projects, investing in what you are doing in your day-to-day business. Just invest in that. Put your best foot forward. There might be delays, and delays sometimes be caused. This is why these people come in. If you have a purpose on your planet, this planet that we're all on it, okay, you know you have a purpose. You're a soul's purpose. You know you're in the wilderness. You know you have to dodge all these temptations, all these karmics, all these lessons. You know you have to dodge all these things and stay your ground, stay your course. And then this is one of the lessons. And what the lesson is wanting you to know is to steer away from your purpose. So anytime they can cause a delay, now you're a little bit off. So they try to cause delays. They want you to get off of your purpose. They want to confuse you, and they want to make it more difficult for you to awaken and truly come into your power. And that's the whole purpose of these karmics, is to keep you from reaching your full potential. So you just keep working on what you are working on and be grounded, stay in the moment. Long-term investments, see it long-term, and just chip away as you can. And with the Awakening card, and by doing sometimes also in quietude, like you can just regroup yourself, take yourself out of whatever you're in, and then just regroup and make sure that that you take the time that you need to work on yourself, and then you can resurrect yourself. You can awaken. You can come back a whole different person than you were before. Ace of Cups, yes. Working on the pure intentions with the Awakening. Have pure intentions. If you have pure intentions, you work on that, then yeah, you're going to attract all this stuff. So be aware that they don't infiltrate your mind, that you lose your focus, because now you're only thinking of them. I'm only thinking of them. And trust me, I've been a victim of this many times, and only thinking of them. And then so you got to reel yourself back in so that you have one foot on your own pedal and you're driving your own thing. And then you can observe what's going on and decide, but you got to stay your course. And so to fulfill your purpose, because there will be distractions, there will be temptations, and you will be tested while you're out there in the wilderness. So we have the Awakening card with the Judgment. Be aware of mind games. And here it is again. It's going to try to stifle your awakening. So mind games is what they're doing over here. That's the whole game of this crowd over there in your mind. That's playing games with your mind. They just want you to think that you're that this is it or whatever. They're trying to get you to react to them because you are the Ace of Cups. Like you have the inner cup that is overflowing and coming from the divine itself, right? So you have pure intentions or new love coming in. Like this is a side. This was a side. It got you sidetracked. New love is coming in. Someone who actually is going to communicate. Someone who is going to be worth a long-term investment. Someone who is going to not reel you off your path, but they might walk next to you. So you can do your path and they can do their path, and together you're stronger. That's a beautiful connection. And also this one here, over here, no intimacy. So forget about it. No, it's going to be just victory at all cost, which is also very unsexy and very Jesus Christ, grow some honor. And deception, mind games, trying to get away with things. But you know better than that, and you can see through it because you stay grounded. You don't get drawn into the drama in your head, and you know about these things. Now you know. Now this is a fair warning. Maybe someone out there have someone coming into their life and they don't understand, because it can take months and years sometimes of your life when you don't understand why they are coming in the way they do and why it feels the way it does. And then it's nothing but tragedy that follows it. And you won't know that until like in hindsight. So this is a fair warning that sometimes people come in, they might seem and feel like a soulmate or like a twin flame or something really special connection here, and then it's just lies and trickery and such. If it's true, then it will appear in your physical world, and you stay grounded, so you will notice. And that way they won't be able to just infiltrate your mind, get you off of your course, and now your whole awakening, your soul purpose, everything got whacked because of this. And don't let it happen. Stay focused, be grounded, keep on going on your soul's path and your soul's journey, because that's where you're going to find your fulfillment. That's where you're going to find your purpose. That's where you're going to find what is special to you in your life, something that makes your life really worth living. And that's where you're going to find it. So you got to stay on your soul's path. Connect to your intuition. Yep. Intuition is different than your thoughts. Intuition comes from like your inner self, from the Ace of Cups, like your pure intentions, the new love, your soul, like from your soul. That's where your intuition comes from. Your intuition just knows things without having to think about it or do about it. Your intuition just knows how to read in between the lines and pick up little cues and stuff. So connect to your intuition and trust it. Speak your truth. Yep, speak your truth. And walk away. Always be ready to walk away from anything. If you notice, even though it may seem to hold all the promises in the world, oh, this is all the promises in the world. Really? Wow. Okay, then why do I feel confused? Why don't I feel uplifted and encouraged and whatever? And then so be willing to walk away from anything that does not make you stronger, make you feel better, make you grow in any kind of way. Be aware and be ready to walk away from it. Connecting to intuition. Don't trust your mind too much. Your mind is for planning, figuring things out, doing research, comparing things, making plans, all that stuff that we can do with our head, which is really good. But it takes over sometimes, and we allow people to come in there and take over it. So be grounded and then connect to your intuition. Repeating patterns are keeping you from making a new choice in this situation. Break free from old ways of thinking and ask for new insight. And you can just pray about it. Dear Divine, give me new insight in this situation. How can I better deal with myself and this situation? For the highest good, and for the lessons, for the learning. Speak your truth. You have stayed silent long enough. Speak up, stand your ground, and state your perspectives. You will raise to a higher vibration when you let your voice be heard. Let your voice be heard. Yep, communication, speaking, long-term investment. What you have to say might be part of your soul's journey, your soul's path. This might be why all this comes in here to warp your world to words, to take your speaking abilities away from you so you cannot come out with a message. This might happen, and if you have a message, it sure will happen. So just be aware of it so you can steer away from it. And then we got walk away. You are wasting your precious energy on something that will not bear fruit. It's time to return your attention to things more aligned to your soul's purpose. Soul's purpose, yes. Ace of Cups. Stay away from the game players, from the mind games and the game players. And Esther and Abraham Hicks says, your dreams are manifestations of your vibrational point of attraction. If all this is going on, you're going to have nightmares. That's not a good point of attraction. You're going to attract a lot of crap into your life. If you feel like this, the Ace of Cups, and your dreams are like beautiful and all that stuff, good. That's a good point of attraction. So remembering your dreams, writing it down, can help you figure your life out in the grounding, in the present. So your dreams, vibrational point of attraction. So you can evaluate your dreams to determine what you are really doing with your vibration. Your dreams are sort of a sneak preview of the essence of that for which is to come. So if you evaluate the content of your dream, you can often determine that your point of attraction is, what your point of attraction is, by looking at your dreams. And then if you do not wish to live out the dream you have been dreaming, you can do something about changing it. Be the change. That's it. The beautiful light in me, it honors, it loves, and it respects the same beautiful light in you. Until next time, namaste.